Hey everybody. So, welcome to week, I don't know, shit. I did know about 2 seconds ago, I knew, and now I don't. Week 10. Yes. Week 10. Um this video is going to be about your thesis statements. Hopefully this is somewhat helpful. It's going to be short because thesis statements don't really need that much time to discuss. They need more time physically working on, but not that much time to discuss. So I'm going to go over a few things with you guys. Once I bring back up that email that I had going. Let's see. So you have this Friday, the 30th, you have your thesis statement due. Okay. Your thesis statement needs to be something that is arguable. Okay. Now I've given you all very arguable topics to choose from. So I'm not very worried about that. Oops. Sorry. I'm trying to get my computer to work with me and it just doesn't want to. So with a thesis statement, it needs to be something that is not a fact already. If it's a fact, then there's nothing to argue. So a fact would be that the sky is blue because it reflects off the ocean. Okay. But something that maybe like could be controversial is that the ocean is salty because of sharks' tears. I don't know. Just something I'm pulling out my butt here. Okay. So with that said, that's something that could be argued. I'm sure that there's plenty of science that tells me otherwise about it. But anyway, that's not the point. Okay. So the first thing that I'm going to show you is the PowerPoint I sent you last week, and it's in this week's email. Here it is, thesis statements. Okay. So what are they? Makes a claim that can be argued or disputed. It tells the reader, me, how you're going to interpret a topic. Okay, so now you've chosen your topic, whether it was social injustice, racism, police brutality, or choices versus environment. Okay, and how you're going to interpret that particular topic. Same thing with the next one. It gives your paper guidance where you have to direct your paper to go. This is not to be confused with a topic sentence. Okay, topic sentences are specific to paragraphs. Okay, so like here, I'm going to discuss this. Obviously, you're not going to say that because I would yell at you. Okay, and it does not contain I. Okay, your thesis statement is third person along with the rest of your paper. It will be third person. Please do not put your name in there. Anyway, however, thesis statements contain a subject, an opinion, and proof, and I'm going to show you that here. Okay, so my subject for this particular sentence is Emily Dickinson. Okay, so I said, Emily Dickinson used events from her life to better compose and contribute to her poetry. This is something that has been proven. Thomas Wentworth Higgins proved it. He was a very good correspondent to Emily Dickinson. I did a lot of research on this particular paper when I wrote it. So that's why I'm pretty confident about this. The many deaths throughout her life contributed to her style of writing, and perhaps most notably, her symbolism of death found in a multitude of poems. So that's my opinion, is that those deaths contributed to her poetry. There is no proof about specific deaths of family and friends. She was very secluded when her mother died and when her father passed. So that being said, okay, those are those three components: your subject, your proof, and your opinion. Now, you'll notice that in my opinion, I don't say anything about being in first person. Okay, I don't say I think or I feel or in my opinion, I believe. None of those. Okay, so qualities, I'm going to show you how to do this in a second. Qualities, the length, the position, and the strength. Okay, so you guys are writing a 5 to 7 page paper, so you really don't need anything more than 2 sentences. You even could get away with just one. Sometimes though, our thesis statements need more of an introduction, so that's why they end up being 2 sentences. So your length is usually just 1 sentence, has an independent clause, the opinion, and a dependent clause, or the reason. Okay, the position, we went over this during the MLA quiz. It needs to be at the end of your introduction and the beginning of your conclusion, because you are restating it at the end of your paper to show how you proved your point. And in the beginning, it's because it's the roadmap to your paper. Okay, and then the strength, it has to be arguable. It has to be something that people are going to disagree with. Okay, so it cannot be something obvious, and it cannot be something that everyone's agreeing on. So how do we do this? Excellent question, my friends. Excellent question. How do I do this? Let's find my whiteboard. Here we go. Okay. So one of the best ways that I think to do this is you are going to start off with your thought and you're going to write this. I know I just told you not to. Confusing, right? It's okay. I promise. We'll get there. So I think, or you could type, I feel, whatever. I feel, or in my opinion. Whoops. Opinion. There we go. Okay. And then we're going to have, I'm going to do another text box. Wait. Sorry, guys. I just want it to line up. Okay. That social injustice, this is something that's arguable. Okay. Remember, we have to be able to argue this, does not exist in Angie Thomas's novel. Okay, so it doesn't want to italicize, so the hate you give. Okay, so this is very basic, all right? And not many of you really chose this topic, so now. So it's I think that social injustice, or I feel that, or in my opinion, and then obviously the word that wouldn't be there. Okay, so you can write your statement out this way first. This is my best way to tell you how to write a thesis statement. Okay, write it out with your opinion. All right, then what you're gonna do, take this, we're gonna take, sorry guys, I'm gonna do some red. You're going to then cross out, I think, I feel, or whatever you guys wrote. Okay, now, social injustice does not exist in Angie Thomas's novel, The Hate You Give. Bam, sentence. Is it still your opinion? Yeah, we just took out the part that says I. Okay, now this is very vague, but it's got my opinion. It has my subject, social injustice. Now my proof has to get, it depends on where you guys are going with this. Social injustice does not exist in Angie Thomas's novel. So we'll now write because I'm going to write something really stupid. It is modern times and a fictional novel. I don't know. Okay. So there's my proof. I don't know. All right. I know it sounds stupid, but it's still a full opinion without saying I believe, I think, in my opinion, I feel, whatever. Okay. It still stands true. It's still an independent clause on its own, has independent, dependent, has your reason, has everything you need for a thesis statement. Okay. This is the easiest way I can tell you how to write them. So here's what your next task is. Once you have written your thesis statement, or you have a general idea, okay, you're going to go over to, here we go. Bear with me, bear with me, bear with me. Sugar, honey, iced tea. Here we go. Okay, so let's see. Let me do student mode. When you are in week 10 on Blackboard, okay, you will find, oops, this is announcements, you dum-dum. Week 10, sorry. When you're in week 10 on Blackboard, you're going to see a few things. So your thesis statements, this is a document. This is your assignment, okay, research paper thesis statement. That's where you're entering your thesis statement. Simple sentence. I don't need a paragraph. I don't need 5 pages, something simple. You'll see this discussion board, okay? You're going to click on that discussion board. Now, this is a post first, which means you have to post in order to look at someone else's. You're welcome. Okay, so you're going to post your potential thesis statement. It does not need to be perfect, okay? Then you are going to help a classmate strengthen theirs. One classmate, okay? You are each only doing one person, okay? So you are going to comment on their statement on how to strengthen it. What areas do you see that need to be improved? What area is vague, okay? What area needs to be maybe be omitted or revamped? What terms could they use to help strengthen their paper? Who is this? Oh my God. If I get one more like Trump or Biden text message, I'm going to lose my shit. Like, I don't know how y'all got my number. Anyway, I digress. Okay, so you're only helping one other person. If you open one and it's already been helped, move on to the next. Okay, only one. If you only post your thesis statement, you're only receiving half credit for this. If you post your statement and help another, you receive full credit. Okay, you are not penalized if no one comments on yours. Okay, all right. So I hope that makes sense. You'll also notice, come on, there we go. Another discussion post that is not mandatory, but it might help you. It's for the chapters that we've read up to at this point, or that we should be reading up to at this point. Okay, if you have questions, if you want to just post a quote that you think might be helpful for you, something to refer back to for when you go to write your paper, it's there. Anyway, I think that's about it. Most of you did very well with your MLA quizzes. Maybe I'll post a answer video. I don't know. I have to make sure that everybody has taken it before I can post an answer video. So that kind of sucks. But anyway, let me know if you guys want that or not. We're going to start getting into areas of writing our research paper. So one-on-ones are going to be, asked if you guys want them. So think about that if it's something that's going to interest you. Okay. Other than that, I think that's about it. And my other video will be about the hate you give. So I will see you guys. Bye, everybody.